Daniel Dromm. Give a big round of applause.
Now that is a drum roll. Let's give them a big round of applause. A drum roll for Drum. Well, it's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to be here tonight, this week after a sweet, sweet election victory where we re-elected the President of the United States, Barack Obama! And tonight I had to bring with me the biggest fan of Barack Obama, my mother, Audrey Gallagher. She kept telling me throughout the whole campaign, don't worry, America believes in the values that Barack Obama was supporting. And she turned out to be right. And the values that Barack Obama supports are the values that I, as a Democratic member of the New York City Council, also support. I wore my Democratic donkey tie tonight in celebration of the election of President Barack Obama. Now, before I go on and tell you why I think Barack Obama's re-election was so important to this country, I want to thank Aga for all the work that he has done to unite this community. Let's give Aga a big round of applause. And to his wife Shazia, who I didn't see yet, but I'm sure she's busy working. Where is Shazia? Let's give Shazia a big round of applause also. And his daughter Fatima.
You should bring her here.
Yeah, we should bring her up here. Come on up here. We have to make sure that our women are included. And I also want to congratulate and thank Aga for his support of Malala. Malala, who was shot by the Taliban, and we say thank you for supporting Malala and for supporting the rights of women in this country. Thank you very, very much. For everybody who has brought this together, who has brought this plaza together. You can tell from the flags that you see around, this is a mini United Nations. There is no community in the world more diverse than Jackson Heights. If you go to Dhaka, people know what is going on in Jackson Heights. If you go to India, people know about Jackson Heights. If you go to Pakistan, people know about Jackson Heights. If you go to South America, people know about Jackson Heights. Everybody knows because of the diversity that exists here in this community. And I want to take that and relate it to what happened in the election with President Barack Obama. If you looked at the Republican Party and you saw their convention was 90% white. 90%. Traditional values from the 1950s. And they never understood what Barack Obama understood, that the future of our country lies in community like this. You in front of me, Aga, Shazia, are the future of the United States of America. That's what Barack Obama understood. And that's what Barack Obama was able to capture. And throughout the whole campaign, Barack Obama never veered from his progressive, inclusive campaign. Now, I went to the 2000 Democratic National Convention in Los Angeles when Albert Gore and Joe Lieberman were nominated. That convention was a lovely convention. Then I went to this convention in North Carolina. And I have to tell you that the issues that are important to us, immigration, fixing the economy, inclusivity, women's rights, were all put out front and center. And that's why this time we were victorious in re-electing President Obama. Now, President Obama reached out to all the various different communities and kept them in the fold. And where were the differences? There was a 4% increase in the turnout of African Americans to re-elect the president. The other most important group were the Latino voters. The voters who came out because they want immigration reform. Now, I'm the chairperson of the Immigration Committee in the New York City Council. And every day, somebody comes into my office, which is over here on 75th Street, and they need help with immigration. That's why comprehensive immigration reform is so vitally important. And I think that the Republicans are finally going to get the message on that. You know, they should have 2 years ago understood that not voting for the DREAM Act, not allowing students like Fatima or these young people who I just saw standing over here, the right to go to college is a disgrace. I was a New York City public school teacher for 25 years, and I had many undocumented students in my class. I didn't care about their immigration status. I cared about them as human beings, as the future of this country. And as a teacher, it was extremely frustrating for me that we would work so hard with those children, and we would try to give them the best that America has to offer in terms of an education. But to know in the back of my mind that when they finished high school, because of their immigration status, they would not be allowed to go to college. That must change. And hopefully, with the re-election of President Barack Obama, we will see that change, in addition to comprehensive immigration reform. These are the hopes and the aspirations that Barack Obama has instilled in all of us. This is what we believe in as Democrats. We believe that our small businesses are vitally important to this country. These small businesses that you see here in this plaza and along our streets are the main employers of people in the United States. We need to make sure that our small businesses are supported and that they are assisted along the way. They are also vitally important. Small businesses have also heard the words of our president. So tonight, we can celebrate a glorious, glorious victory, because I know that as time moves along, the Democratic Party is going to continue to grow. We got Latino voters, we got immigrant voters, we have the South Asian community out here now. 4 times over the last month, we held debates in this very plaza. When people came, we put up a large television screen, and people came and discussed the issues of the day, issues of importance to our Muslim communities in particular. Another issue of deep concern to me as your council member in this district. And of all religions, the right to practice and freely here in the United States, but in particular, because of what our Muslim communities have suffered because of discrimination and prejudice against the Muslim community. And Barack Obama, the man with the Muslim name, wasn't it beautiful on election night to look at the pictures of the whole world